that character is Vapor, that means you have just joined the game, and you're trying to learn through baby steps. But even if you might not know first, you will always take your time, as you slowly but surely take down all of those players with your high damage hallucinations. The power of your rituals. Only just a ritual. If that character is Rosemary, then that means we're quite weak when it comes to trying to hit your foes. But despite all of this, you are extremely fast, as if you were Sonic. Actually, no, too fast, as if you were Foxy. And not only that, but you like to make sure that you always have to catch your foes as fast as you can, even with your mediocre damage. And you like to make sure you always use your Screech, so that way you can make players fear you, but also get yourself speed and stuff. Pretty much do it, basically. But since the overall update coming somewhere, she might have new abilities. I mean, hey, she's going to revamp it, think about it. If that character is the Foghorn, basically, you love trying to sneak off onto your foe until they aren't looking. And you might be quite stealthy, or not, but you also like give too much heat, so whatever. It might happen with your refilled stamina. Not only that, you could also be quite an average runner, and despite in your currency might to be used for it, you still know exactly what you're doing. And you know that you're quite powerful. At least because not only you have thunder powers, they can make sure your voice looks like an unexpected player. They don't notice. You're quite rough around the edges too. If your character is the owl, Rudy, hope I said that right. Basically that means, you are quite popular because you exist in not only a movie, but also a video game of its own. Oh, and you also know exactly what you're doing in your schemes, as you like to shapeshift into anyone you know of, so you can trick everyone and say that there's no monster. Of course though, you're gonna have to come out that shell eventually, since, well, people might still be smart to know you if they know the movie. And you also have to, keep an eye on your power, I guess. But you have a fire gene too. And they believe the monsters soon after, once they take out everyone. Need to reference A. If your character is EXE, then that would mean that you are from a very popular game, or simply that you're famous. But unfortunately, your mod got cancelled, and that means you have to wait. That clearing your rivals in the works, obviously. But that out of the way, you obviously have more powers than you can imagine. You can trap anyone who gets in your way. But you also like making sure you have to at least deceive some others. Unfortunately, you cannot teleport anymore because that has been removed from your build back then in the old days. Just be lucky at least that you can grab your hands on some players with your long range. Slow, but quite pack a punch a little. If that character is Baldi, then that basically means that you are smart in your own head. You know exactly what you always need to do in a game like this. But you have to make sure you give some players some stakes and feel like they might have a good chance of surviving you. But in reality, you're only making things worse for them. And you also can hear very well and hear anything. Basically every door you open exactly. But you still don't like it when people might not take you seriously or get things wrong. But overall, you can use your own speed very quickly, as you do not have a stamina limit. I mean, you can be quite loud at times, sure, but that's only so you can scare your players and get the win. If that character is Springtrap, then that would always mean that you will always come back no matter how many times you have to take separate one in this game. And not only that, but you can have, you can always take up the extra mile whenever you need to, but you still know exactly how things will go eventually. And you can bring out extra damage to anyone that needs your help. Maybe bring him a mix to the party, which I'll do eventually. Of course though, things will take a while, but eventually, once you get them, you can take them in your own hands and show them what you want. So basically, to explain all this, the only thing I can really say is that you do your job well, and always make sure you do it to the T, I guess. If that's characters, Uncle Samsonite, that basically would... Wait, I'm saying that too much. That would literally mean you are so good at dancing that you know you can need dancing lessons. And not only that, but you bring people into your other reality so you can just hang out. And just be make people dance when they're being chased by a monster like you. But, despite all of this, you have to at least act nobly when you need to be. But overall, you're still a good dancer. And I will be a very good double teamer. Well, if the game mode is on double triple, that is, then there's probably no issue. But either way, you at least have to be careful of what you wish for. Other players might use you to your advantage, but overall, you're very good. If that character is MX, that would mean you are a very, very powerful character. There's not even any interaction to you. You do a lot of great things. Stomp on players that get in your way. Stomp on anyone that gets to your way. You're strong as a bull. Fast as lightning. Well, actually, more than fast as a cheetah. And if anyone messes with you, you can show them his boss. And even if there's a lot of people getting in your way, you'll just smash them all over like you're the Incredible Hulk. So basically, you're running massive destruction that cannot be stopped unless the timer can do something about it. But at least everyone else can jump, so that kinda gives them an advantage. Unless they have low stamina, then they're cooked. Very, very cooked. And lastly, if that character is Coronation Day Peach, that would mean you feel like the king of this game. After you have unlocked mostly all the other characters gone through over them for the past few minutes. Or something. But not only that, you know where everyone could be. And you just want to get things over with, again and again. But despite all of this, you still want to at least have a little bit of fun and be a good sport. But in the end, you're gonna have to take down that player. You're gonna have to do what you do best and take down the player that gets in your way or whatever. But either way, to explain this quickly, we're simply a king of this game and don't need any intervention.